Hey, so what's going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and just thought that I would make this video for you all on this Sunday morning right when I wake up and everything, because this happened all last night, so I was going to make it last night, but I was tired, didn't feel like making it, so I'm going to be telling you all about my first venture into 4K. Well, I decided to get a 4K screen, right, and guess what? Wasn't all that it cracked up to be. Maybe, kind of. Let me explain this, right? So I was excited about this, 4K TVs, they're becoming pretty affordable now. Now some people might say, oh, well, they're still expensive. Well, yeah, I guess, they could still be labeled as expensive. Well, what I'm saying is you can get like a 55-inch 4K TV, a good one, or even, even a no-name brand one for like $500 now at this point, which for a TV that big with a resolution that nice is pretty damn affordable. I remember, I think our first like no frills 1080p TV was a 40-inch $500 TV. So yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say here is I decided to pick up a 4K TV. I just moved. I was wanting to, put a new TV in the living room, and I was really debating about this. I was like, well, I'm only hooking up consoles to it. I might occasionally hook up my PC. So I'm not using my PC on it all the time. So it might not be worth getting 4K, but it's worth it just, for if you get a 4K TV, it's going to be built better. It's going to have nicer features. It's going to have a better picture, all that stuff, because it's designed for that higher, more intense resolution. So I decided to look into them. And I saw one at first, for a pretty good price, but then a friend of mine actually steered me towards another TV. So I was going to get originally a Vizio D-Series TV. I have a Vizio M-Series for my 42-inch in the living room, and it has been excellent. I love the damn thing. So I decided to, go ahead and try and get the D-Series one. Well, what ended up happening was, as I said, my friend kind of steered me over to a P-Series one, which is supposed to be like better performance and all that stuff, and it has extra processors in there. The only thing is, this one, the only place I could find it for a decent deal at was on Walmart's website, and they had one left in stock, and it was refurbished. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Walmart when it comes to, big name electronic items like that. Not a big fan of their website either, because their website always has issues for me. And finally, I was kind of wary on a refurbished TV. Granted, I used to really promote refurbished stuff, saying, oh, well, technically refurbished things are supposed to be better because it's something that's been broken or wasn't working properly, so it goes back, it's tested, it's fixed up, it's tested again, and then it's put back out. So you are using something that's guaranteed to be tested. Well, the reason why I was kind of iffy about this is because I don't know if anybody here really follows Pat the Nezpunk, but a very entertaining channel. I love their podcast, the CU podcast. And he told a story on there where he, in the past year, has gone through 3 refurbished TVs. Every single one was refurbished, and every single one, I think one of them, like, bricked on him within 6 months, and the other 2 were gone within, like, weeks. So I even told my friend that, and she was just like, oh, no, this will be fine, it's okay. And I was like, I don't know. Okay, let me do it. So it was actually more money because it was going to be a better TV. But the thing is, for the price I was paying, I felt like I wasn't paying that much to get that big of an upgrade. So I pay for it. I have it shipped over to the store. Now, I have a Camry, right? So I couldn't fit this 55-inch TV in there. So I had to wait for a friend. Now, last night I was hanging out with a friend, and she has an SUV, and she also works for a shipping company. So moving stuff around like that is her life, kind of. So she was actually awesome enough to help me go over to Walmart, get the TV, load it into her car, and I was excited, right? Because we see it's this huge box. Now, of course, the TV's big, but this huge box, she was like, that's not going to fit in my car. So I actually opened it up, and there was a box inside of that box. The box inside the box was able to fit. So we get it in there, and we bought like a bunch of groceries and all that too. So we get it in there, drive over to my place, get it over to my place, hook up the stand and everything. And then as I start sitting it down on my TV stand, I look at the bottom and my heart just sank. I was like, wait a minute. And she asked what's wrong. I'm like, wait a minute, this is, and I kind of like pick at the bottom of the TV because I thought there might have been a film there. There was no film there. And I was like, shit, I think the TV is broken. She was like, really? What do you think? Why do you say that? I'm like, look, there's cracks here at the bottom. Like, these cracks are not supposed to be here, and it's not a film. Like, I can't pull this off. So those are cracks on the TV. So I hook it up, immediately turned on. We wait for like 5 or 10 seconds for it to boot up, and there's colors everywhere. And we just both go, oh! Like, we just like let out an exasperated, annoyed sound like that. And I mean, the TV was beautiful. It really was. It looked nice. It was a great size. I mean, it was a beautiful looking TV, but it was also broken. Very broken. Like, unusable, broken. Like, a third of the TV could not be used, so that meant none of the TV could be used. So what ended up happening was, I was just like, well, shit, let's pack it up. But before we did that, I actually called up Walmart, asked them about it, and they're like, yeah, we prefer that you have everything with it. So we kind of iffily packed it up. Honestly, I didn't really care at that point because I just wanted to return it. I wasn't mad about it, honestly. I was disappointed, though. But the thing is, the TV was already broken. And the way it broke, there was no possible way it was either one of us that could have broken it during moving it or anything like that. So yeah, that's why we were just like, it had to be something on Walmart's end. That was it. It had to be something on their end. So what ended up happening was, we packed it back into the box, loaded it into her car, again, drive over to Walmart. I take it out, and the return center is closed. And the guy there, the greeter guy who also checked receipts, he was just like, yeah, they close at 10. It was like 10:20, and I'm like, we just bought this TV. Like, we do not want to load it in the car again. We just bought this TV. And then a manager was there, and she was so awesome. And she's like, what's going on? I was like, ma'am, I just bought this TV like an hour ago, and it is cracked all over the place. It's completely broken. I don't want to be stuck with a broken TV. So she understood because, again, 55-inch TV, it's not easy to get it there. So what ends up happening is, she had to go around. And here's the thing. Because I did a Walmart.com order, it was really weird, and then because it was after hours, they couldn't return it a certain way, so I ended up getting my money back, but it took like 30 minutes, and it was painful on their end, but they got it all. Two things. One, I guess technically my venture into 4K sucked, and two, what ended up happening was, I had that screen for less than an hour, it was busted, I returned it, and I'm never going to get a refurbished TV, honestly. I'm never going to. Now, I've gotten new TVs. Those have been great. Never had an issue with any of my new TVs. I've actually got used TVs, but the used TVs I got were like box TVs. And those things you can't kill, man. It's so hard to kill them. So those ones have all been fine, except for one of them. One of them was going out, but I mean, no big deal on that. And then finally, I also one time got a open box TV, which I looked at it, and it was at Best Buy, and it was literally, I think somebody just... They were buying a TV online. They weren't there to pick it up. UPS tried to drop it off multiple times, and the person was not there. So they took it to the Best Buy, the local shop I was at, and all Best Buy did was open it up, make sure the TV was in there, but because it was open, it can no longer be sold as an open item. So that means that when you have a brand new item that's been opened, you cannot sell it for open anymore, so they sold it as a open box item. And I was able to get like a $30, $40 discount on it easily. That TV was perfect as well, but first time I ever get a refurbished TV, I had a gut feeling, just some type of gut feeling. Don't buy refurbished, buy new. And I bought a refurbished TV, tried it out, and this happened. So, yeah. I don't know if I would recommend buying refurbished to other people. I mean, I think this was coincidental, but the point being is I had a feeling to not buy a refurbished TV. I went against that feeling, and this happened. So use your own discretion and use your own gut feelings and take the intrinsic advice that you have when buying a TV. So what I'm going to do today, I actually have another friend who's come back into town. He's going to have a truck with him. So I'm actually going to go up to Micro Center, and I'm going to pay for the original Vizio 55-inch D-Series TV that I was originally planning on getting. And if anybody tries to tell me otherwise, I'm going to be all like, look, this is a good TV. It's a good deal. It's going to be like $650, so it's actually cheaper. But I'm just like, it's going to be a good deal. It's a smart TV. It has everything I want. And I already tried to get a nicer TV, and that didn't work out very well. Anyways, it's Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone.